Welcome to YouTube Creator News, where I keep YouTube content creators like you up to date with everything that's happening on YouTube that impacts you as a content creator. Today, we've got some interesting news, but some very important news if you are a Canadian YouTuber specifically, some scary stuff. And this actually, what I'm going to talk about with Canada, something similar actually almost happened in the US as well, or at least it was a threat. So even if you are a US content creator, you definitely want to stick around for this, just to let you know that some things can be a little bit scary or a little bit unstable, so to speak, when it comes to YouTube, but we'll get into all of that here in just a moment. So the very first thing that we have on our list today is the update to the YouTube Creator Studio app. If you log into your dashboard there on your mobile device, I'm not sure if this is on Android and iOS, but I know for sure that it is on iOS. You should see soon a new update to the interface when you log into your Creator Studio in the actual dashboard. Now, they are also making changes to some other places or to some other displays inside of the mobile app, so make sure that you keep an eye out for that. Just a little stylistic update. And speaking of stylistic updates, one thing that you may or may not have noticed, and I can only see this from accessing it through certain accounts, I cannot see this on all of them, but YouTube is also testing different layouts in front of different users on YouTube. So one that I just ran into personally is this particular one that you see on the screen right now. And in this particular one, the reason I'm sharing this one, this is more of a viewer update, but for you as a YouTube content creator, we might need to make some adjustments when it comes to optimization, things like that. But I just wanted to bring this to your attention. You can see how they have taken the red off of the subscribe button in this particular scenario. So you might need to upgrade your graphics for this. They've also kind of moved things around a little bit, so you can see some of the icons on the screen right there kind of shoved over to the right hand side. We've got the subscribe button and the join over on the left hand side. So if you are somebody that tells people to click on those things in your videos, then you might need to update that information when you are sharing it. But hold tight on that right now, because I'm not sure if they are just testing this, because again, I have seen different versions of this, and I actually made a tweet, so make sure that you follow me on Twitter, asking people for feedback on different versions that they were seeing. And at that moment in time, this version wasn't even out there yet. So because of that, I just wanted to let you know that this is out there, because this might be something that we need to consider as they do make some of these changes on the platform in different ways that we need to optimize things like our descriptions, for example. Maybe it's going to impact a character count or something like that, but I wanted to bring that to your attention. In addition to this, content creators that have stores on their YouTube channels, this is a really big update in my opinion. This is on the monetization side. So if you have a store attached to your YouTube channel, you can now have multiple stores attached to your YouTube channel. So the use case for this is, let's say that you have merch through somebody like Spreadshop, and let's say you also have digital downloads that you offer to your YouTube viewers. In that particular case, you can connect your Shopify store for those digital downloads and maybe for some physical products that you offer. And then you can also connect your Spreadshop account or any other service that you use for your merch. You can connect that, and then you can basically have both of them that are spreading awareness about all of those different things that you are offering to your viewers, which is a huge win if you are using those particular features. And the next thing that we have on our list is if you are a channel that has that has memberships enabled, and you have people that are joining your channel membership. One of the things that they just recently did is they are now rolling out specific updates or notifications, I should say, to your members. So this is some awareness that you might want to spread in your community feed to some members, because your members will actually need to go in and they'll need to opt into some of these things. So if you are someone that puts out regular videos for members only, make sure that you let your members know to turn on the option for that notification, so that they can know whenever it is that you upload a members only video, whenever it is that you go live. There's a whole menu list of items that they can turn their notifications on for. So just make sure that you spread that awareness for your members as this gets rolled out, so that you can ensure that they get the notifications that they need in order to get the full value out of the membership that you are offering on your YouTube channel. The next thing that we have here on this list is, and this is coming from the Creator Insiders YouTube channel, this specific one. And on this one, they are doing something really cool that they kind of teased that they are going to be rolling out in the near future. And this is called Data Stories. Now with Data Stories, the whole idea here is YouTube analytics can be complicated, right? And I know a lot of content creators, especially those of you that are just getting started, you might go into your YouTube analytics, especially if you go into advanced mode, and you might think to yourself, there's a ton of stuff in here. I don't even know where to start. It's just a big, just a big thing of information in here, and I don't really know what to look at or how to actually interpret some of this information that I'm seeing. What YouTube is rolling out to help you as a content creator better understand what it is that you're looking at and just better understand how people are responding to your content, they're rolling out the data stories. Now, what this is going to do is this is going to show you the videos people are responding to. They're going to give you some tips in terms of saying these videos are bringing people back to the platform, these videos are not, so you can start just getting an idea of how people are responding to your content without the need to dig into your YouTube analytics, which is great for people that don't like to dig into your YouTube analytics that often. But I do want to encourage you, as this does roll out, it's going to be great. It's going to be informative. We're going to be able to get a lot of good information from this, but you still want to go into your analytics from time to time so you can make sure that you do have a pulse on what's happening with your YouTube channel and how people are responding to your channel, at this moment in time. Now, let's get into some scary stuff here. So if you are a Canadian content creator, and for those of you in the US, I'm going to tell you just a little insight here on a thing that we dodged, being US content creators. But for those of you that are in Canada, there is something called Bill C-11. And with this particular bill, this actually just came on my radar because I've been traveling. So this just came on my radar just shortly right before I did this segment when I was preparing everything. And Neil, who's a chief product officer over at YouTube, he put out a tweet just, sharing a blog post specifically. I've got a link to that blog post down in the description. If you're a Canadian YouTuber, I really recommend that you go down there, you read it, so you can get yourself up to date on what is going on. Plus, you might get some information there on how you can, possibly contribute in terms of reaching out to lawmakers and things like that to make sure that your voice is heard as a creator. But the problem with this, or what this bill is doing, is, to my understanding so far, with the limited research that I've done, I just want to make sure that I have, that I put that disclaimer out there, with the limited research that I've done so far, just reading through that particular blog post, what it seems like is the government, of course, is getting involved, and they are wanting to change the YouTube homepage to where YouTube isn't necessarily giving the recommendations that they would normally give. Instead, they are wanting to change it to where a Canadian government regulator gets to prioritize the content that people see on their homepages. In my opinion, this is absolute garbage. So if you are a Canadian content creator, make sure that you check out that blog post so that you can try to figure out what it is that you can do to get your voice heard. That might be sending a letter somewhere, that might be hopping on a phone and, calling your local politicians or whatever it is, but you need to you need to participate in the stopping of this particular situation. Now, as a US content creator, because this is something, because I have a US account, so this is something that impacts me as well. So one thing that we dodge, just to kind of let you know that this isn't something that just impacts Canadians, but this is something that can impact other content creators all over the world based on the things that the governments are doing and based on, legislation that they're trying to pass and things like that. In the US, we actually had a situation where they were trying to, as part of another bill they were passing, the language that was being used was actually going to negatively or possibly negatively impact YouTube's recommendation system for the US as well. So it was going to be something similar, not as extreme in terms of the government saying, hey, these are the things we want to prioritize, but it was going to massively have a negative impact on the recommendation system. However, that language got changed and we ended up, kind of bypassing that particular one. But I just wanted to bring this to your attention because as content creators, it's important for us to know that, little things like this can happen that can change the platform as we know it. So just make sure that you are staying up to date with things like that you are staying up to date with the news here. So when things like this do roll out, you can make sure that you are informed about them. Now, really quick, just because, I have been traveling, I do want to just cover just a few more things just in case this is the only place that you come for your YouTube news. And those things happened while I was on the road over the last 2 weeks for Vid Summit, which was a fantastic time, by the way. But the really quick recap here is, first, if you are a YouTube Shorts creator, just in case you were not aware of this yet, they do have where you can add voiceovers and narration to your YouTube Shorts. In addition to that, shorts now count towards monetization, with the requirements being that you have to have 1,000 subscribers in your YouTube channel, 4,000 public watch hours, just like before. And if you are doing it all with shorts, then in that case, you have to have 10 million public shorts views in the last 90 days. And if you hit those qualifications, then if you are just a shorts creator, then you can get into the partner program with that as well. So with all of that taken care of, I just want to say really quick, I'm super happy to be back, in the flow. Today is actually my first official work today, and I'm excited to share it with you. And that is the news. Click into here to stay up to date with everything that's going on with YouTube. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.